I'm waiting for it to dart out. It'd make for a funny video. Oh, that worked.
Sideways romping.
Yep, she knows how to make an entrance.
You're a goofball.
Kitty must attack everything.
No, I don't have a cat, but I did recently provide refuge for my coworker and his cat while he flea-bombed his apartment. Kittens are fuzzy and huggable. My pets are fuzzy too, but nothing with an exoskeleton likes to be hugged. I had a surprising amount of requests for and interest in a tarantula update, so who am I to turn down the will of the masses? Masses, meet Pinky. Pinky, masses. Neo Pinky is quite a bit larger than in my last video. He's molted twice since then. In fact, I got part of his latest molt on video. He had created a bed out of silk, so I knew he was going to do it soon. I didn't want to pop the lid and scare him, so I just filmed a little bit and sped it up 5 times. Molting is pretty gross, but it's something that every animal with an exoskeleton has to go through. I'll use some images I found online to tell the rest of the story. When most new tarantula owners think their pets are dead, they're probably just molting. Tarantulas pop out the top of their carapace and have to pull their legs out of the shell. After this difficult process, the tarantula looks and moves more like an octopus than a spider. In the following days, the tarantula will bend and stretch to make sure the shell expands to take shape properly. If the spider had lost a limb at any point before the molt, this is when that limb would grow back. That's one of the advantages of being an arachnid. They also refuse to eat for an unspecified amount of time before and after this process. Pinky didn't take any food on camera, but he started eating a day after I shot this footage. I've heard of a few extreme cases of tarantulas fasting for nearly a year before or after molting. Eat that, Gandhi. It might be a bit difficult to see how much Pinky has grown. He's still in his Ziploc container after all. For a reference, his leg span used to be smaller than the size of my fingernail. That's not the case anymore. For an even better reference, here's a shot of Pinky before his second molt. He eats like a pig, so he was pretty fat. Tarantula rumps don't really change size in a molt. The rest of them does. So here's Pinky post-molt. He'll probably be ready for a new enclosure in another molt or two. Hopefully he stays pink, because the name is so fitting. Plus, it makes for great nicknames like Pinky Demon and Mr. Pink. And even if he does turn out to be a girl, Happy Days has already paved the way for this to be an acceptable girl's name. Now on to Cupcake. Cupcake has molted once in my care, and since then she has been an absolute recluse. I've only been able to sneak a few photos late at night once she thinks I've already gone to bed. One thing I can tell you is that her colors are starting to change a lot. She went from a dusty brownish purple color to navy blue legs with a purple rump and a white carapace. Tarantula colors change quite a bit over time. I think the most famous example is the Antilles pink toe, which usually starts out as a radiant blue and transforms over time into a metallic green carapace, red rump, and purple legs. Cupcake will go through a lot of changes too. I think most of her time in hiding has been spent working on her house, which I have to say is pretty sweet. 5 entrances to the main hide, 2 on one side, 2 on the other, and a secret passage out the back. She also uses the inside of the quarter wrapper. It's almost completely lined with silk in there. If you want to see the devil at work, I did catch footage of her snatching a cricket. I think she likes to sit in the wrapper because it looks like the gateway to hell when I light it up with my flashlight. I think she's even faster than Pinky, which is no mean feat. An incredibly fast, vicious killing machine with a penchant for interior decorating. Yep, that's my Cupcake. I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date as these guys mature. Tarantulas are pretty interesting, aren't they? And arachnophobes can stop rending their clothes in fear. The video's over now. Or is it? Nightmare fuel!